Rich, bold, Folgers, coffee. Is there anything better than that? I say no. To the left!
Let the music unlock your heart. It's time to collaborate. You're part of the family.
It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent BandLab track.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to BandLab Plus Coffee. Thanks for waking up, winding up, and queuing up another excellent track with us. Today we've got YoYetti out of Atlanta, Georgia. A hip-hop artist on the lab, repping 289 followers and following 76 people. Their track, My Letter, was sent over to me via message, which you can too. And I'm ready to take a listen. We've got our lyrics all locked in. It says it's his story. It's their story. Trust issues got me watching my back. Muddy shoes, dirty work I track. I did it to myself. Can't put the blame on no one else. Truth is, the worst pain my heart has ever felt. Let's take a listen.
Hey yo, Pluto, you going brazen?
Sounds like a baked in track.
And anyone who listen, I'm a son of God and I'm strong, so strong. I can get through anything, I can right my wrongs. I can live a prosperous life, I can live it long. Trust issues got me watching my back. Muddy shoes,
Nice.
dirty
Double
work
up
I
on that
track. I
vocal.
did it to myself, can't put the blame on no one else. Truth is, it's the worst pain my heart has ever felt. Apologies up in my head, I got a list of hurt people. Some won't accept it, but I'll tell them when I see them. At least I did my part, it's up to them to face the evil. We all human beings, God made us all equal. I got love for everybody, that wasn't me who screwed y'all over. Possessed by the drugs, I was once a devil soldier. Monkey on my back, up in my ear, he a controller. Telling sweet lies, false facts was the motive. Happy 1 minute, then I'm sad, bipolar. Full of so much life, till the high was done and over. Sick the next day, I can't take it being sober. Time to say goodbye to the drugs, I need my closure. God, please forgive me for I've sinned so many times. God, I know you hear me, you've been right here by my side. Take away my pain, God, I want a better life. I no longer live for the devil, I'ma win this fight.
Boom.
This is my life, and if I wanna live it, I'ma make sure I do it right. This is my life, and if I wanna live it, I'ma make
Double
sure I
up on
do
that
it
tag.
right. Let it to myself and anyone who listen. I'm a son of God and I'm strong, so strong. I can get through anything, I can right my wrongs. I can live a prosperous life, I can live it long. Let it to myself and anyone who listen. I'm a son of God and I'm strong, so strong. I can get through anything, I can right my wrongs. I can live a prosperous life, I can live it long. Let it to myself and anyone who listen. I'm a son of God and I'm strong, so strong. I can get through anything, I can right my wrongs. I can live a prosperous life, I can live it long. Let it to myself and anyone who listen. I'm a son of God and I'm strong, so
Sounds like
strong.
we're gonna ride
I
the
can
hook
get through
all the way
anything,
out.
I can right my wrongs. I can live a prosperous life, I can live it long.
You need like Aloe Black in the background. I can live it long. Whoa. Give me a break, it's 5 a.m.
Truth is, this the worst pain my heart has ever felt.
I do like the choice to go back to ad libs.
Truth is, this the worst pain my heart has ever felt.
Pitch shifted vocal chops for the win. Nice. At 2 minutes and 50 seconds, My Letter by YoYetti out of Atlanta, Georgia. What a great song. And you know what's really great about BandLab is that you're going to find a ton of different styles of art being conveyed for our consumption, but hopefully for more than that, for the fulfillment of the people creating these things. Lyrics, trust issues got me watching my back. Muddy shoes, dirty work I track. We read those. So apologies up in my head. I got a list of hurt people. Some won't accept it, but I'll tell them when I see them. At least I did my part. It's up to them to face the evil. We're all human beings. God made us all equal. I got love for everybody. That wasn't me who screwed all over. Possessed by the drugs, I was once the devil's soldier. To me, this reads like a short story. You know what? Let's head into two things I love and one thing I want more of. The first thing I love about this is that short story element. Yes, we can talk about a lot of stuff here. There's a lot to unpack. However, the first thing I love is we've got a short story concept. It's almost like one large verse, but instead we're almost getting, I don't know, I wouldn't call it slam poetry, but more like back in medieval times, you get the bard singing the song about the champion or the hero. This track's like that. It makes me think of a story told through music that gets passed down through generations. And, I mean, it sounds like triumph, the idea that there was something wrong. We're on the up and up, and we're trying to make amends. In this letter to myself and anyone who will listen, I'm a son of God and I'm strong, so strong. I can get through anything. I can right my wrongs. I can live a prosperous life. I can live it long. Really great idea here on that hook as well. But the story itself, reading like a poem or like a bard's song, is really neat to me because it's something that I don't typically see. A lot of times we just get a lot of gibberish being spit, and they're like, I can rap fast. It's like, yeah, well, cool. A lot of people can rap fast, but now you've given us this look into your life and into your story, and that's far more poignant than someone who can just spit some bars. The second thing I love is actually how we went about doing the vocal layering. We come back to the beginning here and hit play.
And anyone who listen, I'm a son of God and I'm strong, so strong.
We've got the single vocal giving us the hook. And then we're going to jump into trust issues got me watching my back in that verse. But when we do, we're actually going to add a layer of vocal, and we're going to do the auto-tune layer, the layer that makes us sound a little more robotic. Oftentimes it's done on one note. So if the line was trust issues got me watching my back, then the other layer would be trust issues got me watching my back. And the reason that it does that is it adds a texture that creates this really robotic auto-tune sound. And I like that. So let's take a listen.
Prosperous life, I can live it long. Trust issues got me watching my back. Muddy shoes, dirty work I trade. I did it to myself, can't put the blame on no one else.
So you can not only hear that really computerized auto-tune sound, which is one of my favorite things in the world, but you can also hear that the second layer that's doing kind of the robotic stuff is also doing more of a yell. So one layer is us saying, man, trust issues got me watching my back. And then the other layer is the flip side of that coin saying, trust issues got me watching my back. There are so many emotions happening. When you put a piece of art like this out, my interpretation of these layers, whether it be intentional or otherwise, is the dichotomy of I'm at peace, but there's also a tension of can I follow through? And so I really enjoy this layering and the way this conveys that.
Truth is, it's the worst pain my heart has ever felt. Apologies up in my head, I got a list of hurt people. Some won't accept it, but I'll tell them when I see them.
Really great texture is what that adds. And then when we come towards the end here, we're back to the hook.
Prosperous life, I can live it long. Let it to myself and anyone who listen. I'm a son
But this
of God
time,
and I'm strong, so
we've got the
strong.
layers as
I
well.
can get through anything, I can right my wrongs. I can live a prosperous life, I can live it long.
That's what I'm talking about. There's something to be said for layering in the vocals, the way that they're layered in here, and for creating the kind of texture that gives us a lower element, letter to myself and anyone who listen, and a higher element, letter to myself and anyone who listen. It creates this really nice texture for the vocal. So we have a really great story. It's being backed up by vocal layering that makes it dynamic and fun to listen to. And then we have a cool hook. Letter to myself and anyone who will listen. I'm a son of God and I'm strong, so strong. I can get through anything. I can right my wrongs. I can live a prosperous life. I can live it long. Those are the two things I love. If there was one thing I want more of, I think it really just has more to do with how we mix the vocal into the track. It sounds like it might be a baked in track where everything's just kind of one track and we did our vocals over that. Nothing wrong with that. It just often makes it harder to make them sound cohesive. So maybe a little bit of EQ carving. I have a video on that in my videos, and I think that would help substantially. But otherwise, this is an excellent letter to myself. My Letter by YoYetti. It's heartfelt. It tells us a story. It's got vocal dynamics that keep the listener engaged. I think at the end of the day, this is just an excellent track. So everyone should jump on over to BandLab and follow YoYetti at YoYetti, YoYetti, out of Atlanta, Georgia. And let's go ahead and give the track a love. And you know what? While we're over there, go ahead and follow DJTatious on YouTube, BandLab, or wherever you choose to consume your social media. In the meantime, thanks again for waking up, winding up, and queuing up another excellent BandLab track with me, and we will see you next time.